it took me a long time to realize that I have to go through as many failures as possible so that way I can learn from it. And one of the things I've been avoiding is leveling up, taking action, accountability for every mistake that I made. And one of the things I realized this year is the work that I'm afraid to put in, the work that I'm avoiding, is the work that is actually going to get me stronger to the next level. And as far as business has been consistent, but for me to go to the next level, I was like, man, what am I missing? And I had to talk to a mentor, and he was letting me know, like, yo, you're avoiding the work. Right now, you're telling me all the things that you want to do to go to that next level, but you're not doing it. You know what you need to do. And I realized one thing, I was like, man, I've been avoiding the work. I say that I want to go to the next level, but I've been just avoiding the work because I know it takes a lot of work to get to the next level. And I've been comfortable from the level that I was in. And I realized you are going to make mistakes. It's not going to be perfect. And you're going to lose a lot. You're going to lose friends, family. Sometime in business, you're going to fail. But failure, and one of the things I feel like was a cliche. Every time I watch motivational videos, they're like, yeah, you gotta fail. Failure is part of it. But I'm like, that's just like something that they just say, you know what I'm saying, to just fill in the video. But going through it, realize that I have to go through the failures. But that was the intro. One of the things I wanted to let people in is I'm actually in the credit repair space. So the goal is to grow our business every month and get as many clients as possible. So starting this new YouTube channel, well, I don't think I'm going to start a new YouTube channel. I think I'm just going to continue this YouTube channel. Is I'm going to give tips on how to get your credit scores up, how to finance a car, get approved for apartments, and give some insider about new banking relationship, what they use, and what bureau they pull. Because I remember whenever I was in the financial literacy stage, I would watch videos about what Equifax pull, what TransUnion pull, and you know what I'm saying? But I realized, okay, I need to be able to teach people, but in my own swag. Because you can see a lot of videos out there about, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that. But I feel like the way I'm going to put it is coming from a person that's in the that's building up. Because most people that are teaching you those strategies, right, they're teaching you the strategies from a place where they already made it. They already got it already, right? So they can't relate to somebody who's starting from brand new. But I feel like my video is going to be different is because I'm actually starting from brand new. I'm actually starting in the bad credit stage, and we just lost a business that we were working on stage, and I want to be able to start over and start a following that we are going to kind of like work together, because I want to work together with some of my followers on how we can achieve financial literacy, right? So that way when I look back maybe a year or two, I could be like, man, I remember I was in that stage, and now I'm in a stage where I'm beyond that stage where I'm profiting a lot, crazy, you know what I'm saying? So kind of like walk in with me on, let me make sure. I'm driving a Tesla, so I'm kind of like new to Teslas, so let me make sure. Okay, so auto. Okay, got it. All right. So yeah, I have to make sure, because I don't really drive Tesla like that, and that's actually one of my goals is to get a Cybertruck. I think I'm probably going to get rid of all my gas cars and go electric, for the simple fact that I could have a self-driving feature, which I really love. Right? I could have a self-driving feature, and I could be talking to all my followers and my fans, But number one thing that I want to get right is, I know I'm going off course because since I'm new to making videos, I'm not gonna be perfect. So today is the trial one, right? I'm going off course. But content, I want to get better at content, right? At delivering messages. And I want to partner up with people who are in the building stage, right? Because I want to be able to have a team in the building stage and we build together. So that's the number one thing that I'm going to look for, is be good at content, find people who are in the building stage. The second is I want to make sure that I'm with some action takers, so that way we could just do it, run the play. When we find a new play method, we run it and we find out how it works. It's proven to work, then release it out to the public. Now, hey, this is what I did, right? Because every play I want to give is play from experience. Like I've done it myself, and this is the data point that I did, and this is the data point that I had. So if you try it, if you had the same data point, the chances of you getting that type of success is really high, right? I don't want to, some of the game I'm gonna give based on people around me that have done it before, but I want to go through it all so that way it could be authentic, right? So that way people could be like, okay, you know what? He did this, he did that. And I don't think I want to go too much editing. I think I want my videos to be like raw, uncut, not that much editing. Maybe in the future I might change my ways and how I deliver things, but I want it to be raw, uncut. When I'm doing something, I'm doing it, and boom, just give out the game. But I really do love electric cars. Yeah, I don't see why people. I used to hate them. I hate them because of the charging, but the fact that you can watch YouTube, and that's one of my favorite apps to watch content, can't be mad about that. I think I'll probably charge my car more often just for the fact that I could watch my videos and consume content while I watch my videos. So I think I'm really gonna try my best to get an electric car. But that's all though. That was like a new strategy in 2026, or new YouTube channels, or I'm gonna probably name this. I want like some really good caption. I'm probably gonna name it "Going Broke and Reinventing Myself Again." I feel like that's gonna get a lot of people too, because people, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people on YouTube, I've seen something that they do all the time, right? They'll get a big house, a penthouse in Miami, and then they'll be like, 24-year-old millionaire, spend a day with me. And I'm being honest, like I watched a couple of those. It's basically being honest, it's a bunch of highlights. You know what I'm saying? And some of them do get a lot of views, and some of them they actually live that life, and some of them it's a bunch of highlights. But I want soldiers, you know what I'm saying? I want soldiers who are rebuilding themselves, right? I don't want to like flex on my audience like, yo, I'm 24, 28, living this life that you're not going to be achieving and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I'm 24. Because one of the things that happens in this generation, I feel like this generation, there's a lot of depressed individuals that you watch something on social media and you look at your life like, hey, I want to be in that position. And that was one of the things for me. I remember I was working a job making $2,000 a month and stuff, and I was like sad. I was like, man, I want to make 5-6K, and I made 5 or 6K a month, and I was still not happy. And I made 10K a month, I was still not happy. I still wanted to chase. And then I had a big month at 20K a month, and I was like, man, I need more. And you kind of realize, like, yes, you want to strive more to make more money, but you still have to enjoy the journey. Take time to yourself to like vacation, spend time with family, because you want to be successful. But like the strength that we put on ourselves to be successful, it can be hard sometimes. But I mean, if you're a man, you know everything's gonna be hard, but it can be hard sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes when you look at others and you realize, hey, they go through that stage, and some people go through their lucky stage. And that's one thing I'm realizing is some people could go to a stage where they'll go to 5 years and boom, not shit. In the 6 years, they're making a lot of money, they're enjoying life, but you're only seeing their 6 years, right? But some people will be profitable from day one. They're making shit ton of money, they're blowing it, and then boom, the next year, they're broke. So I realized I have to pay my struggles. Like, do I want to be that person who didn't grind for it, who just magically get a piece of money and blow it? Or do I want to learn the skills and knowledge so that way if anything happens, I know I can rebuild it? So that's how I'm going to leave it out. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. DM me on social media. I'm going to be able to fix your credit for free. I'm only doing like 10 people. So DM me. It's credit.zo. 10 people only, fixing credit. Thanks.